This one comes back from when I was still living in the countryside. I remember thinking that how a movie can make any ordinary place feel charged. So I know I can do that too. So this episode is me trying to see and hear the town differently. This is a small, quiet town in China. Most shops close early, people leave their scooters outside, and most nights feel pretty safe. But I grew up in places where you keep your head on a swivel after dark. So even out here, my nervous system still acts like something's about to happen. Tonight, I want to see what happens if I score this town the way my anxiety feels, and then see if I can bring it back to a feeling of peace. I'm going to be looking for moments, not for spots that look like trouble could be brewing. Things like an empty alley with one light at the end, a street with one scooter sitting by itself, or even a riverside path that looks completely different at night than it does during the day. Nothing sinister is actually happening here. But if I let my imagination run wild, it starts to build stories in the shadows. Like this alley is perfectly normal when the sun's out, but at night, my brain turns it into a movie scene. Back in the studio, I'm starting with how the town actually feels. It's quiet, still, a bit lonely. So the first layer is just atmosphere, something that feels like the empty streets. And then I'm going to add what my anxiety adds. A few random sounds that make you want to look over your shoulder. I want a simple motif. You know, that tiny melody that feels like I'm walking alone through it all. So it's going to look and sound like this. So none of that anxiety was based on reality. The shadows were real, the dark alleys were real, but the threat was mostly in my head. My mind is used to expecting I expect something bad to happen after dark. Even in a place that's treated me very kindly, my head still rehearses old fears. Well, I believe God didn't promise that my life wouldn't be without any danger. He did promise His presence and His protection. He said that He's with us in trouble, so I'd rather score my thoughts with that in mind than let my anxiety write the whole soundtrack to my life. So now we're looking at the same town, same streets, same river, same dark spaces, different music. It tells a different story. Wherever I live, whether it's China, United States, anywhere, I want to get better at noticing noticing the fear and then handing it back to the one who actually keeps watch over us. For he said he'll send his angels to keep charge over us, to keep us in all our ways. So the town can sleep, and so can I.